Now imagine this, people. I have to fight this, fight these man, and fight this guy. Whilst only having one life, and what's worse, that if I die I have to start all the way from the beginning, and on top of that, you can't save your progress? Oh, this game's stressing me out. What's going on, people? I go by the name of Debug, and welcome to my latest review showcase, whatever you want to call it. And today's video is going to be about a PS5 exclusive in the game Returnal. I want to say a massive thank you to the people at PlayStation UK for providing this game, and I must admit this is the most fun I've had playing a game in ages. In fact, it makes me want to keep returning and playing the game. That's probably why they called it Returnal, isn't it? Actually, no, it didn't. It's because something else did not, but we can check out the video. So Returnal is a third-person shooter which involves the main protagonist Celine, in which after crash landing on the shape-shifting world, Celine must search through the barren landscape of a nation's civilization for her escape. Isolated and alone, she finds herself fighting tooth and nail for survival. Again and again she's defeated, forced to restart her journey every time she dies. Now I know this sounds crazy, but yes, the game restarts every time you die in the game. The journey is never the same and always changes once you die, and it resets. Similar to a very popular game that got released before in Hades, Returnal constantly tests your ability to survive in a very cruel and unforgiving world, which kind of reminds me of another PS5 exclusive, Demon's Souls. This game can be considered tough and will have you pulling your hair out, but that's what makes this game great. Returnal instantly throws you in the deep end. Whilst there's very tiny tutorials, you are mostly left on your own to find out what works and what doesn't. Even the story, Returnal just drip feeds you part of the story, and you never really know what's happening until further on. It keeps you intrigued to find out what's going on in this world and how you can escape from this non-stop nightmare. The gameplay is some of the most fluid gameplay I've played, and I must admit this really does give you the next gen experience. From the haptics of the PS5 pad, feeling every time you hit an enemy, or when you have to reload, to the world-class sound design of the game, especially if you're playing with headphones. It really does make you feel like you're right there with Celine and keeps your heart racing. There are a number of mechanics in the game which also add to its experience. Overload, which works with reloads, parasites that gives you buffs, obelisks, which is somewhat the in-game currency to buy upgrades with, as well as giving Celine a melee option, and grappling hooks to give you even more ways to fight and move around the map. The graphics is arguably some of the best you will see in next gen, and the lighting really does add to the whole mood of the game. Each map is designed different, so always keeps you on your toes, as you never know what to expect next. Once you're gonna die many times, it is part of the learning process. The game actually requires you to die, so you find out what is happening in this crazy world. After a few tries, I finally got to grips with the game and couldn't put it down in times. However, it does have its frustrating elements. The game can be considered pretty long considering you have to finish it in one go. And there's no save file, remember? You do sometimes get to keep items that you unlock when you do die, items such as sword and the grappling hooks are permanent items and you'll always keep those. Unlocking weapon perks also stays with you, but it's not always a guarantee because it's never guaranteed that you're gonna get the same weapons that you want. Although the game is very challenging, it does become somewhat easier once you learn the pattern and rhythm of the enemies that you are fighting. Yes, they can look daunting at first, but a number of trial and errors you soon will be beating most of these enemies with ease. Again, similar to a Souls game. Returnal is a game that will be sure to divide opinions. On one hand, it gives you some of the most exciting gameplay that you'll get from a next gen console. On the other hand, the pressure of not being able to die, as well as the length of the game, could have you feeling a bit fatigued at times. After long runs in the game and then failing and then dying made me want to take a break from playing it. while shorter runs made me want to keep playing the game even more. Of course there's ways around this, such as putting your console on rest mode and then carry on another day, but what happens if your games crash or you lose power or something? Can you take that risk? Overall, the people at Housemarque did a fantastic job giving us a game worthy of the next gen experience. Whilst there's no save option, and the length of the game to finish it in one sitting can be considered annoying for a casual gamer, fan of the series Hades and the Soul games will definitely want to keep playing to see if they can reach the end of Celine's nightmare. Is it the best PS5 exclusive game out? I would say yes. I know there's a game that's coming out this week which may be it, but this game is a lot of fun. So that's it people, that is the end of the video. What did you guys think? Do you like Returnal? Does the dying and restarting put you off? Is it a game for you? Let me know in the comment section below. This is video number 2 of my series that I'm doing, and like I said, I'm going to try and keep it consistent and try and do a video every week. And I know there's a few games that are coming out soon, so I'm hopefully get them out as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, most importantly hit that notification bell so you can keep on track on every time we upload. As always, follow us on social media and I'll catch you next time. I'm out guys, peace.